Hello trainers, Ganeto here, and today we're diving together into Halloween Cup with a very nice team. Overall, lately I dropped a lot in Go Battle League trying to make carving work, but to my surprise it didn't work at all. A lot of trainers were having Nidoqueens, Greninjas and stuff like that, things that carving cannot get passed through. So with that in mind, I tried a different combination and I tried Toxicroak with Greninja at the back, which are two glassy Pokemon, with Golbat, another glassy one that this time can fly up in front. So I think that this team has a lot of potential, and the biggest core breaker of this line might be Charjabug alongside Wormadam. But of course you're gonna see even those Pokemon in this video so that you can have a better understanding of how to manipulate those matchups towards your advantage. Yeah, even those bad ones. So we're just gonna go ahead and throw our Poison Fang here to take out these Purge-Vilus, because I have a feeling they're getting super close to the Body Slam, and since they are blocking, I'm gonna block as well. I want to preserve my Pokemon here, and right after just gonna get them to use their remaining shields, which is the final one that they can use, and they can still reach to another move even though we got the boost. Doesn't matter at all, we can still return to the battle with our Golbat, and the Shadow Ball will deal so much damage on this Pokemon, able to one-shot it down, and of course Vilus now is energy dry, and we're gonna take a victory to start off the video. Into the next battle now trainers, and we're having a Jellicent up in front. So this Pokemon is always tricky because they can always go ahead and go straight for those surfs to finish me off, while I need to get either to the knockout immediately with Shadow Ball or just try to take their shields out with my Poison Fang. But of course that is kinda risky, so what I want to do here is to go ahead and throw another Shadow Ball to guarantee the 2 shield flex on their side. Of course I got one shield, they got no shield, so yeah, there goes that. Anyways, they're kind of afraid of me getting to another Shadow Ball, so they want to get rid of my Golbat as soon as possible, and now at the back they have a Slurpuff. Seeing the Fairy type makes me think that perhaps they have something like a Clefable at the back, but at this point I do not remember honestly, so let's see what they might have. Able to get here to my Sludge Bomb, big damage output and probably lethal for that Slurpuff. Now they return to the battle with their lead Pokemon, and of course Toxicroak still has a Mud Bomb to throw. Jellicent here will most likely take us out, right? No, it is just a Surf and we can still counter down. At the back they have a Charmer, but this time we can rely on the Hydro Cannon damage from our Greninja, almost surviving, but still that final Water Shuriken will guarantee for us the victory, since we had still Toxicroak with 1 HP remaining at the back. Into the next battle now trainers, and we're having a Charjabug, which is a big core breaker of this team up in front. All we have to do here is to switch out to our Greninja and of course try our best against that Pokemon. Another Night Slash is coming through, and of course right after we're gonna fall down to those Volt Switches. The good news about Greninja, and this is why I enjoy this Pokemon a lot, is because it can still grab shields even from its worst encounters, even a Charmer, even a Charjabug, and of course you can obviously have later on the better ground against your opponent. So over here now Toxicroak against the Scizor, able to take it out pretty fast. So let's see now what they have at the back, because I don't think that Charjabug is coming up. So at this point I'm just gonna block the first move, because I have a feeling this is a Shadow Ball, and right after I will try to go ahead and snipe them down with my Shadow Ball. But first we need to respect the damage from another Shadow Ball, but instead they throw Scorching Suns. If I knew about this Pokemon charging up so quickly to that Scorching Sun, I don't know, because it definitely charges up a little bit faster than it does for the Shadow Ball. So anyways, able to still land that lethal move on that Charjabug, and all we have to do here is to catch the move on the Toxicroak. We can absolutely do that, but they will undercharge and still farm down. All we have to do now is to reach the Shadow Ball, but we're gonna lose the CMP, which is a crucial point here, and down we go to that final Scorching Suns. So you saw here that even against a Charjabug you still have a lot of play. It's all up to you trainers. So right now, up next into the next one now. and we're having this Mandibuzz up against us. You know what, Mandibuzz is kinda troublesome, but still after blocking once, we can kinda have the upper hand if they have Dark Pulse, which they do over here, not even the foul play. So at this point we're just gonna keep going at it with those Poison Fangs, and of course now another move is coming up. I will try to risk it here, and it is the Aerial Ace for the cheap damage, able to get up to a double Poison Fang, then switch out to my Toxicroak trying to catch one crunch, but still they're gonna throw their Aqua Tail. They knew better here, so right now we're just gonna get another move, and to my surprise we can easily survive at this point. Toxicroak with some mediocre IVs here will be able to get to the Mud Bomb, but unfortunately they are gonna farm down and get out of here with a decent amount of energy. Good fortune though once again on our side, because we can take it out with one Poison Fang, and right after I will try to reach the Sad Ball for the final Pokemon. However, it ends up being just an Azumarill, so Poison Fang could still do the work. The battle is not over yet because Azumarill is severe counter to my Greninja. We got the shield, but they also have one. All I have to do here is to reach to my Night Slash, and I have to time correctly my moves. So we're getting the boost here, able to reach now to the Night Slash. They make the catch, but we are gonna undercharge. At this point I don't care if I even get hit by an Aerial Ace, because then I can still farm down, get to the double Hydro Cannon, one for the shield, one for the knockout, right on the CMP against Azumarill, and this is most probably the best battle that I have had so far in Halloween Cup. Into the next battle trainers now, and we're having Zvilus once again up in front. This Pokemon is very troublesome because of the fact that it is a Dragon type. However, at the back we might struggle a little bit with Greninja, but still we have the counter damage from our Toxicroak. So definitely a Pokemon that is kinda playable with this team, even though we do not have a Fairy type 1. So yeah, down we go here, I believe, to that Body Slam, but it doesn't matter because they have so little HP that we can definitely take advantage with our Greninja by completely farming down and getting out of here with 3 Water Shurikens worth of energy. Nidoqueen now with the catch on our Pokemon, one-shotting down this one, and another Hydro Cannon is coming back to back to our opponents. Down they go once again. Let's get that sweet victory, and let's move forward now into the next battle. We're having Guzzlord up in front with a Wormadam on the switch. Hopefully we're seeing this Pokemon on the switch, because against our Toxicroak or the Golbat, this Pokemon is very bad news. So all we have to do here is to respect the damage from one Bug Buzz, but instead they throw the bait with the Iron Head. So right here now all we have to do is to reach to back Night Slashes, but I get super greedy, and of course I throw always on poor timing against the Confusion users. I don't know why I keep doing this, but still we can get out of here with a lot of energy to spare. Guzzlord now returns for the final time perhaps, or are we gonna see it again? I don't remember at all. Now switching out to my Golbat, because I know that I still have Toxicroak, which can definitely handle that Pokemon in the end game. At the back now they have Runerigus, and all we have to do now is to go for the bait and then the nuke. Of course my opponent will expect that, so they're not gonna block, but the second time it is gonna be the Shadow Ball, so down they go in one shot. Now Toxicroak comes into the battle, and this is the final time we're gonna see Guzzlord for the 3rd time on this battle, and of course able to completely farm down with those counters will guarantee for us this victory. Into the final one now, and I have led perhaps not the best, because we saw the best battle before, but obviously the mirror battle up in front for us. So we're just gonna get here to the bait, and as it seems they are gonna do the same, right? Yeah, here it is. So this is kind of weird because they were expecting our move, we were expecting their move, so another Poison Fang is coming up. So by seeing them surviving it, and it seems to me like we have kind of the same HP level, we're just gonna go down in the same at the same time. So let's see now what they have at the back. They throw the Jelly Sand, which happens to be in a laggy situation, and right after we have the battle with that Azumarill. Unfortunately for me we cannot switch, actually we switched out. What am I saying here? It is not an unfortunate situation, we can still stay in with our Pokemon over here, and of course as you can see now we can push for the knockout with our Toxicroak, able to get the shield out of them, and of course by having even the shield advantage we can kinda guarantee that Greninja will emerge victorious not only against Azumarill but also against this Jellicent. So let's see how this is gonna unfold, because we might be in a pickle if we are not careful. But over here we're just gonna get to another double Night Slash, and I believe that even if they have the shield, they are still gonna use it right now, and of course right after we can have the upper hand with our Greninja. This team is very strong, and that's why I made this video, to make it kinda viral for you trainers and to help you out. Down goes this Jellicent, and now one more Night Slash, but at this point it is gonna be more than enough for the remaining HP of the Azumarill. So that is gonna be all for today, trainers. Thank you for watching and for staying till the end. Just be sure to leave a huge like before you go, and please consider subscribing to my channel if you want to see more of my content here on YouTube. And speaking of more of my content, here are 2 videos for you to check out. Feel free to check them out, and I will see you all into the next one.